Hi guys, this is alenajingle from Formspring. I'm doing Amelia's baby name tag, your it tag. I just want to warn you that I actually read through the questions and kind of pre-wrote answers because I stutter a lot and say dumb things, so I figured it would help with that. Okay, the first question is, if only it wasn't so popular. For girl, I actually have Emma, which is, I rant about not using popular names all the time, but like I legit love the name Emma. I think it is so beautiful and classic. And then I also love the book Emma by Jane Austen. That makes me like it more. I've actually even brought up to Rodney about using Emma as a middle name because I don't mind using popular names as middle names. But he doesn't like it. See what I mean? Like he hates weird names, and he hates really, really, really normal overused names too. So yeah. Anyway, and then for a boy, I have Jackson. I don't know if I've ever brought up Jackson with you guys, but I've liked the name Jackson since I was probably 12 years old, but it's just when I was 12 it wasn't crazy popular, and now it is, so I would never use it. And I couldn't use it as a middle name even because I actually have a cousin that named her son Jack, and he was born on my birthday, so I see him at every birthday party and stuff like that, so it'd be weird if I used the name Jackson. Okay, number 2, an old man and an old lady name that shouldn't ever make a comeback. This is really hard for me because a lot of you might know this, or maybe you don't, but I love old names. Like, the older and fustier and yuckier they are, the more I love them. So I kind of had to search, but for a boy, I have, get ready for this, Hyman, Hyman, and I guess it was a fairly popular name, a long time ago, because there's this Jewish name Chaim, and I guess Hyman is like the English form of it, something like that. But yeah, I don't think I need to explain why Hyman should never come back. And for a girl, I put Ermintrude. There's just nothing attractive about it. A lot of you say Gertrude should never come back, and I kind of see what you're saying, but part of me almost kind of likes it. I had a doll named Grody when I was little. That was cute. And Drew Barrymore played a Gertie, and I saw a really cool band once in concert that was called Gertrude when I was a kid, and so I guess I just have lots of positive associations with it, so even though it's not a lovely name or anything, it just makes me happy when I hear it. Okay, number 3, you have to enter a witness protection program and change your entire name, first and last. What do you choose? And I'm going to add middle into this. So I decided to go with names that I love, that I could never in a million years use because Rodney hates them and everybody else I love hates them too. And they're both very, very uncommon. The first name is Blodwyn, which is the Welsh words for, it means white flower in Welsh, which I think is beautiful. And I've loved the name Blodwyn for years. Middle name Sayuri, which means little lily in Japanese. And since the first and middle name are so crazy, I just put Jones as the last name to make that balance it out a little. So Blodwyn Sayuri Jones. Do you think that name fits me? Alright, number 4. I would totally use it, but for a boy, I would totally use Haven, but Rodney hates it. And I would totally use Samara, but Rodney hates it. I'm not sure why Rodney doesn't like Haven, but he doesn't like Samara because that's the name of the evil villain in the movie The Ring. But I still think it's such a gorgeous name, and I like that movie. So anyway, number 5, I didn't like this name until I actually have 2 boys' names for this because I immediately thought of both of these names, and they're both popular. So anyway, the first one is Logan, and Logan was kind of one of those names oh, it's overused, trendy, and I never really thought about it much. But one of my kids at the new daycare I'm working at is so ridiculously cute, and he cracks me up, and he's made me really like the name. And so I think there's a chance we might end up using it as a middle name if we happen to have enough boys to use all of our names. And the other one is also a boy's name, and it's one that I can never use because it clashes with my last name. But it's Riley, Riley, and I used to just think, oh, manly name that's used for a girl, and it drives me nuts. But then I saw the actor, what is his name, Samuel? I don't know. Whatever actor that plays the character Riley in the Twilight series, and he is beautiful, and so I really like the name on him. And so when I think of Riley for a guy, that's who I picture. Look him up if you haven't seen him before. What is his name? I can't think of his name. Anyway, Number 6. What would your vampire baby's name be? Combine your mom's name with the name of your significant other's mom. My mom is Teresa, and my mother-in-law is Joyce, and so I messed around with their names, and the most, I guess, usable one I could find was Jerisa. Anyway, number 7. Spell your name in the most unique way you can think of. I like to spell names uniquely just for kicks and giggles, not for actual children. So I decided to do UH apostrophe LAYE apostrophe NUH. Elena. Beautiful. Number 8. Create the next Nevaeh. Choose the first virtue or word name that pops into your head and spell it backwards. Then try and pronounce it. Of course, Violet was the first word name I thought of. And backwards, it's TELOIV. Teloiv, which I actually think kind of sounds pretty cool. I mean, not that I would tell people to use it, but yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool. Number 9, and the last question just for fun. You have a baby right now. Surprise! What is their name? You choose the gender. I actually would like to have a boy first, but I decided I didn't want to say my boy name right now, I guess. So I'm going to say the girl name, pretending a girl, and her name would be Brenna Ruth. I'm sure most of you knew that. I love the name Ruth. I've loved it since I was a little girl, and it's Ronnie's grandma's name. And I just think Brenna is a gorgeous name, and it's not overused, and it means raven, which I think is cool. Super quick. Crystal, Lee, I hope you were watching this, because I'm going to explain to you the American accented difference between the Saoirse pronunciations. Saoirse is how most people pronounce it, and I prefer Saoirse. And I think with your beautiful New Zealand accent, the air sound and the ear sound are pronounced pretty much the same, but it's not really that way in most parts of the US. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.